Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more, they are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome into Baxter, the side of this District 7 AAA baseball matchup between the visiting Stone Memorial Panthers and the hosting Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKay on the call, joining the press box by my friend Jacob Vinson. Moments away from first pitch here. This is an abbreviated Crouch Team with Highlands Lake Real Estate pregame show. Today's broadcast is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Let's get right to it. The starting lineup for the Stone Memorial Panthers with a 2-7 overall record under head coach Trent Stokes. Batting tonight for the Panthers, leading things off is Kyle Hinch, followed up by Talon Hurd. Batting third, Gage Eldridge. Batting fourth, Titus Bisbee. Batting fifth is Drake Scarborough. Batting sixth, Cade Wilson. Batting seventh, Cameron Melton. Batting eighth is the pitcher, Schaefer Sitton. And batting ninth is Griffin Templeton. Tanner Bowman not batting today. He's being hit for by Gage Eldridge. Their opponent on the mound, the senior, number 2, Juju Yano, gets the ball for Wes Shankson. Him and Alec Wilson really carrying the load for this Upperman rotation. Yesterday it was a gem for Wilson, 12 Ks. Juju Yano trying to do something similar as Stone tries to even up the season series.
Yeah, you said it in yesterday's contest. For Wilson, he's a pitch-to-contact guy. He hadn't been a pitch-to-contact guy here at the start of the season. 30 strikeouts through 3 starts, and like you said, Juju Yano now trying to kind of hop on that train here for the Bees. Hadn't had maybe his best start to the season on the mound, but not bad at all. He's got a 3.11 ERA. He is 0-2 in a couple of appearances so far. 9 innings. He's given up 12 hits, 9 runs. Only 4 have been earned. That's the big number. 8 walks and 13 strikeouts. So the strikeout number is definitely up there for Juju Yano, which is expected. And now taking on a Stone Memorial team for the second time this season and trying to make it a little bit of a win streak here. It's been back-to-back wins for the Bees as they beat Kingston last week on Friday, got the win yesterday in Crossville, and now trying to get a win today. Of course, their game tomorrow has been canceled. The game Friday might be canceled if the Bees basketball team can win tomorrow morning, and they will play 2 games on Saturday no matter what.
Juju Yano on the bump. Rookie Allison will catch the balls and strikes. Kyle Hinch stands in first to lead things off here for the Panthers. I'm Noah McKay. It's Jacob Vinson. Happy to be along with you this evening on a beautiful day for high school baseball. It is breezy, blowing right to left, so we could see some power in this one if something gets into the jet stream, and he's going to have his first crack at it. This one's well struck into left field. Green ranges back. Good by baseball. Said there could be some power, and Kyle Hinch provides it, a leadoff solo home run on the first pitch of the game.
Yeah, how about that? We saw him hit one to the fence yesterday in Crossville, a one bouncer into the fence. That one just gets over the fence and left, and the wind, as you said on the way here, it has been blowing hard the whole way through, and it's going to give some good opportunities for some baseballs to go a long way. First pitch is sent out of here. That's also the second time when Juju Yano has gotten a start that he's given up a leadoff home run. He also did it against Oakland when he got the start against them a couple Saturdays ago.
That one set on a ride by Kyle Hinch, and it's quickly 1-0 Panthers. Talon Hurd will stand in as Yano tries to take a deep breath and just settle into his outing. First pitch in is a nice breaking ball. Called strike 1, 0-1 as we're just into the game. One pitch and a home run for Kyle Hinch makes it 1-0. The Panthers desperate for a win here after dropping that one yesterday 9-3. Right back to the breaking ball across, and it's quickly 0-2.
And it always seems like when these two get together, there's home runs on both sides. Nick Osmond obviously has hit a few in this park before for the Panthers last couple of years, and Hinch gets it started on a good note.
Brought that slider again, misses a little bit into Talon Hurd, 1-2.
And of course, the zone last night, they were given the edges quite a bit on both sides.
For my money, the best home plate umpire in the Upper Cumberland, behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes today. The 1-2 fastball rolled over foul, and we'll do it again. In the field today for the Bees, Rookie Allison catches the balls and strikes. Alec Wilson's at first, Braden Wolke at second, Carson Shoup at third, and Chris Worsing is the shortstop. Braden Green's in left, Chase Brown in right, and the center fielder is Carson Holroyd. Slider this time, Hurd sends it right at Coach Stokes, who couldn't quite get the bare hand, and it stays at 1-2.
I tried to rip it over there. I just missed the handle on the camera.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch home from Yano. A fastball got him swinging a miss for a Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Yano bounces back after the leadoff home run with a punch-out.
Yeah, it's a great bounce back. You throw your first pitch, it gets cranked out of here, and then you settle in, you get a strikeout against a really strong batter in Talon Hurd. But now you got to face Gage Eldridge, who had a pretty good day yesterday.
Gage Eldridge stands in, the designated hitter. First pitch is across with a fastball, 0-1. Juju Yano, the senior right-hander. Quickly delivers into Eldridge. That slider's really working for Juju early. It's 0-2.
I was able to get across with a fastball, goes back to the breaking ball, and you said it. He's been able to get it across for strikes quite a few times.
Here comes the 0-2 home. That one swung on and missed. A 3-pitch Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Yano goes back-to-back with the K's. It'll bring up Titus Bisbee.
And this is much more reminiscent of what we saw from Juju Yano last year, where he's just mowing through batters with a lot of strikeouts, getting ahead in counts, and obviously it's just the one pitch where he made the mistake so far.
Yano delivers into Bisbee. Got the start on the mound yesterday. He drops a bunt down here that goes foul. Upperman in the pinstripes today. Stone in the all black.
It's clean.
It's a nice uniform combo. Yeah. Winds are gusting right to left. We've already seen him impact the game once. It was a well-struck ball for Hinch, and then it took a ride. The fastball fired in. It's 0-2. This is the kind of day where you could see some long balls. You could also see quite a bit of errors on any pop-ups around the yard. Here comes the 0-2 from Yano. That one flared over into foul territory, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm looking out at the flags out near in front of the middle school, because the one right here in the concession stand is kind of wrapped around the pole, but out near the middle school, it's almost blowing out towards center field right now.
Bisbee awaits. Yano delivers the 0-2. This one flared up into the air, angling down, and it will drop in. A base hit for Titus Bisbee. And a good piece of hitting with 0-2 by Bisbee gives Drake Scarborough a 2-out base runner.
It's a great AB for Bisbee. Fouled off a couple of pitches, able to poke that one out there in shallow right field, drops down enough, and now you get a 2-out base runner like you said. And Still Memorial, obviously a team that likes to manufacture the runs, but with 2 outs makes it a little bit more difficult.
Scarborough, the third baseman, he's the 5-hole hitter here. Leadoff home run, punch out, and then a single. Scarborough sends this one into foul territory, angling out. Brown gives chase but cannot get there, and it's 0-1. And again, the story, if you're going to get Upperman, right now is when you need to.
Yeah, they are going to have Justin Fallon batting again, but would expect him to probably come out if he gets on base today.
Happened yesterday, got 2 ABs, 2 base hits, a single and a double, but had to come out after each.
Yeah.
Still nursing that hamstring injury, trying to get back to full strength. They're being very smart with him. Yano with that quick move over. Back in plenty of time is Bisbee.
Yeah, and you want him out at the plate right now, batting .714 to start the year in his 7 ABs.
Bisbee bouncing around. Yano delivers home. That pitch foul tipped into the mitt, and it's 0-2 again. Yano's really in the zone. Despite the home run and single, he's looking for punch-out number 3.
Petey was saying he's up to around 79 on the gun right now with the fastball.
Bisbee takes off. Slider waved at and missed. Allison will have to throw down, but it is the third Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout of the inning for Juju Yano. Kyle Hinch's solo home run leads off the game. We'll head to the bottom half. It's 1-0 Panthers. This is high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. Schaefer sitting on the mound for the Stone Memorial Panthers. He has a 1-0 lead on the solo home run by Kyle Hinch, and he'll face an Upperman lineup that bats 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the pitcher Juju Yano. Batting second, Braden Green. Batting third is Chris Worsing. Designated hitting today at the 4 spot is Justin Fallon. Batting fifth is rookie Allison. Batting sixth, Alec Wilson. Batting seventh is Carson Shoup. Batting eighth, Carson Holroyd. And batting ninth is Chase Brown. Braden Wolke being hit for by Justin Fallon. Juju Yano will stand in here. Yano on the season batting .333 through 8 games. The opponent, Schaefer Sitton, he was really good his last time out against Warren County.
Yeah, he's the Tuesday starter for him. Obviously today, Wednesday, with these games being pushed back a day. But 6 2/3, 12 strikeouts, and only 1 run allowed in that outing, and on 5 hits.
We'll be looking for more of that today here on the road in Baxter. First pitch, Dust Yano off the plate. Here comes the 1-0 from Sitton. That's a better pitch. Across for a strike, 1-1. Upper 70s for Schaefer Sitton on the radar gun here early on a windy day. And Yano sends this one on a ride up into left field, angling backwards and cannot make the catch. It'll one-hop into the fence. Yano will pull into second with a stand-up double. And extra base hits to lead off the game for both teams now. Juju Yano sends that one on a ride.
Well, they're taking advantage of the wind, which is now kind of shifted. It's blowing out towards right field. It's going to be blowing out pretty much all game long, but shifting from right to left to center. And he puts that one out to left field. Just a couple of bounces to that 345 sign in left center right beneath the scoreboard. And a good start for the Bees, trailing 1-0.
It's a tee-up double for Juju Yano. He sets the table for Braden Green. Will they play a little small ball? Stone's expecting it at the corners, and Green does show bunt. Gets it down to third baseline. Pretty good one. Third baseman is there. The throw to first is in time. Nicely done by Drake Scarborough, but the sacrifice bunt moves the tying run 90 feet away for the Bees.
Yeah, really good bunt by Green. And if Turf Masters hadn't done such a great job on the infield, that may have died down just a little bit more. Green may have been able to make his way down to first, but a nice play by Scarborough to make the play.
Chris Wersing, now over 300 on the campaign, stands in. He was getting on base all the time yesterday with the singles. One of those here would score. Yano Sitton trying to settle in now. First pitch swinging, and that is going to get grabbed at second. What a grab. The throw to first is not quite in time. It will be a hit. That was a tremendous effort over there at second base to flash the leather and grab it. Cade Wilson, but it's an RBI single for Chris Wersing.
That was a heck of a grab, diving to his right, and just had to snag it and then had to hurry on the throw to get Wersing. Kind of took Melton off the bag over there at first, and now it's tied up at 1-1.
Get your cameras ready. Justin Fallon climbs in, and the wind is right into his power alley. The throw is over the head of the first baseman, and this will allow Chris Wersing to advance over on the error. And that was the story of the day yesterday for Stone. 15 base hits for the Bees, but 4 costly errors extending innings allowed him to put up a couple of crooked numbers. That time the throw over takes the double play off the board.
And you mentioned how the wind might make some more errors in this ball game, but that one had nothing to do with the wind. It was just off the mark trying to check on over to first.
Justin Fallon has 5 hits and 7 at-bats this season. He's in here awaiting Schaefer Sitton's first pitch. High leg kick, and he sends this one a mile up into the air, into foul territory. Hinch trying to track it in the wind, and he cannot. It drops.
That's 10 feet from the fence.
And it was a pop-up, and it just kept going. 2 things. The power in the bat of Justin Fallon and the wind up there is whipping.
It's going back and forth, but it's blowing out the whole time, and so it's going to be tough for the outfielders no matter what. And,
if he puts it in the air in the field of play, it's going to be a home run. Just how much power he has. Unless it's just a little blooper somewhere, it is going to go out of here.
That one kind of looks like it off the bat.
Sitton delivers the 0-1. That one misses a little bit low and outside. 1-1 to Fallon. And you also, listen, if you're Coach Stokes over there, the base is empty. Fallon's probably not running today. You saw that yesterday. I'm very tempted to just send him down the first base and take your chances later in the lineup.
Not a horrible idea at all.
Instead, they're going to throw to him, and we'll see if that works out. Here comes the 1-1. Misses upstairs. 2-1. I mean, let's put it this way. If I'm the coach, he's standing on first base right now, and you're going to make somebody else come in and run for him.
Well, you could do the intentional walk as well. He's behind
especially
right now, 2-1.
Today, with this wind the way that it is. Wersing has his lead at second. Sitton going to turn and fire back. Wersing is there in time, standing up.
To explain how much the wind is moving around, the flag at the concession stand is actually pointing to our left, towards the softball field. The flag at the middle school is pointing towards the middle school, towards the right. So it is
whipping,
swirling around out there.
Fallon digs in. The Tennessee Tech signee. 2-1 from Sitton. That one misses, and it tips off the glove, and Worsing started to go, but Hurd, he's a brick wall back there. And he was able to keep it close enough that Worsing couldn't advance, and it's a 3-1 count. Do not make the mistake if you're Schaefer Sitton right here.
Talked about it last year with Kaylee Plumley in their sectional game, and they made the mistake.
Yeah, don't do it. As Sitton out of the stretch. On deck is another dangerous hitter, though, in the form of rookie Allison. 3-1, he went chasing at that one, let her high, and now we run full at 3-2.
Yeah, and for Sitton, you got to bear down to make a really good pitch right now. Try to get this second out of the inning with a runner in scoring position.
Worsing bouncing around a little bit out there at second. Sitton looking for a huge punch out. Kicks and deals. Misses, ball 4. It'll be a Nick's Restaurant walk. Nick's Restaurant, listen, ice cream pie, prime ribs. What else do I need to tell you? You need to go and have your next night out with our friends at Nick's Restaurant. Justin Fallon heads down to first, and there is no runner today for Fallon. So going to leave him out there, and that's a big little development as he gets one step closer to being back at 100%. Next step in center field, and then pitching for Fallon.
A little bit warmer out today as well. Obviously, you go up to Crossville. It's always colder no matter what, but it's warmer here anyways today.
Rookie Allison climbs in. He shows a bunt and gets it down. Sitton going to make the smart play over to first. The sacrifice bunt puts 2 in scoring position, but a big second out on the board for Stone. It'll bring up Alec Wilson.
It's a really good bunt from rookie Allison, just right back up the middle. You've got enough speed out on the base paths that you really don't have to worry about them trying to make a play at third, so he takes the easy out at first. Smart play by Sitton going to first base, and now a big opportunity here for Alec Wilson to try to play maybe the go-ahead run.
He's looking to get it rolling. Just at 130 on the campaign so far. He's got a couple of runs batted in. A single would get 2 more for him. In all likelihood, the first pitch comes across inside for a strike.
We are expecting possibly some weather moving in as well today, but I don't know that they'll have to worry about it during the game.
Yeah, we should be okay during the game. Lord willing is the 0-1. That one misses away for Sitton.
And it's going to be chilly
About
tomorrow.
9 o'clock is when we're looking at the rain potentially, or a little bit after. Wind gust up to 37 miles an hour this evening, so we're not just talking about it. It is a real thing.
It's a wind advisory.
1-1 coming to Alec Wilson. He was sensational a day ago. The Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. He watches that one a little bit low, and it's 2-1.
And we talked about it, averaging about 2 strikeouts an inning so far on the mound this season.
30 punch-outs. Talk about pitch to contact. Forget about it this year for the senior. Here comes the 2-1. Sitton, good pitch across, and it's 2-2. Deuces wild, 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. A 1-1 ball game. Been a fun first inning so far. Buckle your seatbelts for this one. Sitton looking for a big pitch here. Went for the breaking ball, misses upstairs, and we run full. 3-2. Does have a base empty. Carson Shoup hit the ball pretty hard yesterday. He's waiting on deck.
A good eye by Wilson there, as it looked like it was starting to break at the end, just didn't quite break enough.
Schaefer Sitton needs a good pitch. Here comes the 3-2 payoff. Called strike 3. A big punch out for Schaefer Sitton as he strands 2 in scoring position. The Bees even it up. We'll head to the second. Tied at 1. This is high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Juju Yano back to work on the mound. He'll face 6, 7, 8 in the Stone Memorial lineup where we started, tied up at 1. A leadoff home run for Kyle Hinch and an RBI single for Chris Worsing, and we are all tied up. I'm Noah McKay. He's Jacob Benson. Happy to be along with you. Today's broadcast presented by your local steel dealer. Fellas, grass is getting longer now. We're into spring. You need a new mower, chainsaw, leaf blower, service. They got it all. Gentry's Power Equipment, Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville. They'll take care of you. The presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics all season long. And we are here at Upperman, as we always are, in everything, all the time.
Because
just
of Gentry's Power Equipment.
Just us.
Yep.
At everything.
Got some big help from the Press Box boys
a
few weeks ago. I was there. I was just helping them out.
Yeah, you were just being lazy is what you were doing.
Yeah.
The first pitch of the inning is fouled back into the mesh netting. It's 0-1. He sat back there and made Matt and Jimmy call the game while you were doing nothing for 2 hours.
Well, they call a game themselves anyways. I just threw headsets
That's
on
true.
them.
We just added the headset to the experience. Here comes the 0-1. Slider across. That one misses for a ball. Cade Wilson led off yesterday. He's down in the 6th spot today. Coach Stokes trying to jumpstart the lower half of his order a little bit.
Worked today with Hinch leading off.
It certainly did. Here comes the 1-1. That one ripped, and Wilson's going to jumpstart the offense here in the 2nd. It's a leadoff single, and Stone Memorial back in business for Cameron Melton.
Yeah, these leadoff batters, they've been jumping on Juju Yano after he was really able to settle in after that leadoff solo home run for Hinch, and settles in with the strikeout and then able to get out of the inning as well, but gives up the leadoff batter here in Melton, who struggled a little bit yesterday against Alec Wilson. Now going to step in.
Jacob was on the call earlier for Pickett County basketball. I'm back to Murfreesboro for coverage of Jackson County at 8:45, and we'll do it again in the morning at 9:30 a.m. for the Bees, as that one has a great slider across, waved at and missed 0-1.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know if it's the positive of that game, but for most of the game, that was the only competitive game in the 1A tournament so far. Obviously, don't know what happened in that final game.
The Wayne County game was pretty good, as this one's popped back and out of play, and it's 0-2 now. Yano looking for the first out of the inning. Cameron Melton trying to move over Cade Wilson, who just led it off with a single. 7, 8, 9 here. 7-hole hitter Melton. Schaefer sitting on deck. Lead for the speedy Wilson. He's bouncing, and there he goes. That one's called strike 3. The throw down. It gets away, but no chance for advancement, and it will be the 4th. Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Every out recorded so far has been a punch-out for Juju Yano.
You got to have a lot of speed to steal on rookie Allison. That's a really good stolen base there for Wilson, who now stands on second base. Was a pretty good throw as well by Allison behind the plate. Worsing just couldn't quite snag it and get the tag down in time.
Yeah, he was bouncing around on those base paths and got a great jump, did Cade Wilson. Now he's in scoring position, trying to go ahead. To the surprise of no one, a little small ball being shown. Sitting, couldn't get the butt down. It's 0-1. And Wilson has to be aware he's got Shoot playing in at the corner over there at third, but he's got rookie Allison, who loves to throw behind runners, behind the dish. Long look now. Yano delivers the 0-1. He gets across again. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and we saw this from Worsing when he was at third base yesterday as well. They kind of come in shallow, but then they turn their hips so they can see second base as well and see the runner as well as if they need to come in for the bunt.
0-2 coming from Julian Yano. Kicks and deals. Slider. Close, but no cigar. It's 1-2. It's a pretty good pitch and tough to lay off. Credit to Sitton. Griffin Templeton on deck, then in the hole. Kyle Hinch, who started us off with a bang. This one's going to be ripped over into right. Brown went forward, now retreats, and it will get down over his head. Should be plenty deep enough to score the run. The throw comes into second, and it's an RBI double for Schaefer Sitton. Stone back in front by a run.
Yeah, a really good piece of hitting there by Sitton, just taking it the other way. And you said it, Brown's first step was in, especially when the wind is blowing out. That's always going to be tough. Goes over his head. Not able to get it in time to get Sitton at second base, and Wilson able to come around to score and take the lead again.
Griffin Templeton will climb in here out in second base, and again, that's Evan Huddleston in a week for the Bees out there.
Or Collier Bush.
Exactly right. They're trying to survive out there.
Or Carson
in
Holroyd.
the outfield. Exactly.
Who's in center field.
First pitch leans in. Templeton able to wiggle away. It's 1-0.
And no discredit to Chase Brown.
No,
It's just he's not going to be there once
go
the
time.
full-time guys
That's why
get
we
there.
said now's the time if you're Stone Memorial. Here comes the 1-0. Bunt attempt shown and down into foul territory. Yeah, it's a bunch of young guys out there at times early on this year for the Bees. That's one first step back, not forward.
Especially being this windy.
Templeton, the shortstop, trying to add a little cushion here early on. He goes chasing the high cheese. Foul tip back. It's 1-2.
Pretty is this field looking, too.
It looks great. Those fellas at Turf Masters doing what they do there. This field does not drain well, and it looks really nice. Here comes the 1-2. Runner takes off, a hit and run, and a foul ball.
And right off the end of the bat, so went with the off speed, and good decision there by Yano.
All of them. Little leaguers asking how many cookies we want in the press box. All of them is the answer as Yano steps off.
The Bullets.
Baxter Bullets.
They're getting their workout
They're
in back
flying
and forth
around.
from the concession stands.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one swung on, sent way up into the air, and now the wind can do its thing. Holroyd tracks it the whole way. Carson Holroyd not fooled, and it'll be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, nice job by Holroyd again. That first step back, and like you said, able to track it the whole way. He was pretty much on it from the get-go, and didn't carry as much as maybe some of the others. Makes a nice catch for out number 2.
And you talk about the ins and outs of this lineup once their whole team gets here. Carson Holroyd has played his way firmly into the lineup for this play in 8 games so far.
I mean, he's swinging it well, 353 at the plate as well, and he even missed that first game of the season against Monterey.
And he's playing well there in center field.
Or against Lebanon, I should say.
Runner takes off, slider in. Allison's throw is there by a country mile for out number 3. Rookie Allison shows off the laser to retire the side, but not before the Panthers get it back. They lead 2-1. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Welcome back. Little update, something to watch. Schaefer Sitton got thrown out, caught stealing, trying to get to third. No courtesy runner for him, and he was a bit hobbled, and he took a couple of warm-up pitches, and this is going to be an early call to the bullpen for Stone Memorial. Unexpected as Schaefer Sitton cannot continue on the mound after whatever happened. It's something upper body with him as he slid into the bag trying to steal. And now we'll have a new pitcher for the Panthers when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Welcome back. It's a call to the bullpen for Stowe Memorial after Schaefer sitting a little bit hobbled after getting thrown out, attempting to steal third, and going from shortstop to the mound is Griffin Templeton. And also they'll burn the DH, so Gage Eldridge is going to check in and move over to third base for the Panthers. And Jacob, last time out for Templeton, you got the stats on it.
Yeah, pretty good. 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, just 1 was earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts, and a win against Smith County. So obviously a pretty good lineup there in Smith County as well. They won at 13-3, and he did pretty well on the mound, just 80 pitches in those 5 innings.
He does have a 1-run lead to play with. A lot of offense early, 2-1, 4 hits already for Stone. And he'll face off against 7, 8, 9 in the Upperman order. Shoup, Holroyd, and Brown, trying to avoid having to see Juju Yano in this half. Templeton, he's come in behind, sitting a couple of times, but didn't expect to do it here in the top of the second. But that's the nature of the sport. You got to be ready to go.
Well, and that's when they've won their 2 games. Sitton got the start against Warren County. Templeton got the start against Smith County, and they were back-to-back games. They got those 2 wins. So it seems like early on this season they've been their best 2 pitchers here, at least early. And we'll see if Templeton is maybe able to change that mindset quickly here from, well, you're starting at short to start the game, and now you're quickly thrown in the bottom of the second.
And we'll see how he does. He got as many warm-up pitches as he needed, but it's not like when you come in later in the game, you've been kind of stretching out and warming up in between innings. He's just, the last play of the inning was him getting thrown out, sitting, and now he's out. So a little bit of pressure on Griffin Templeton to try and maintain this lead here for the Panthers as the wind continues to gust up here in Baxter.
And Coach Shanks making sure he's got everything squared away. Obviously, we mentioned Eldridge going to third base as they burn that DH spot.
Tanner Bowman was being hit for by Eldridge.
I wonder if he goes to short.
We'll see what happens when they get around to sitting spot. Shoup going to climb in here. He had a good day yesterday at the plate. Carson Shoup on the season batting .250. And he's got a little pop in that bat. And on a day like today, all you need is a little pop in the bat with how the wind's blowing out. Already seen 1 homer. We'll see if we see any more. First pitch from Templeton, and Shoup was trying it. That one took the 6-iron out and came up empty. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get some help today. So you get it up in that airstream, that jet stream, and just let it ride.
0-1 to Shoup. That one bounces in, and it's the first pitch in 2 days it's gotten away from Talon Hurd, except for the one that was too high over his glove yesterday.
78 on the gun on that one for Templeton.
So right about the same velocity we saw for Sitton. Comes the 1-1, and Shoup sends this one over the head. Reaching out was Cade Wilson, who moves over from second to short, and it's a leadoff single for Carson Shoup.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. You said it, just roped it right over the head of Wilson and just couldn't quite get up there in time, and it was hit well by Carson Shoup, who leads it off with a base hit for the Bees as they trail by a run here in the bottom of 2.
Drake Scarborough has moved to second. He was at third, and so there's a change in the outfield somewhere, we think. And Carson Holwood will climb in. He was good at the plate yesterday. Second on the team right now and first on every day's players with a .353 average. And that pitch gets away from Hurd, and Carson Shoup will pull into scoring position on the wild pitch.
Well, that's pretty rare for Talon Hurd. Obviously, yesterday he didn't let anything get past, and now we've seen 2 get past him just here in the last couple of pitches.
That one got spiked a little bit, and now Stone expecting a bunt attempt potentially. First baseman weigh in the form of Cameron Melton. And he will show the bunt, pops it back, it gets over the net into the grandstands, and I think somebody caught it. 1-1.
Coach Allen.
There you go. The small ball has been on for these two teams. Runner at second, nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Stone leads 2-1 here on the road. Holroyd pulls back. It's a called strike. 1-2. The breaking ball dove across.
We've seen some pretty good breaking balls these last couple of days. Obviously, Alec Wilson's was working really well yesterday.
Chase Brown is on deck, and then Juju Yano looming in the hole here for the Bees. Stone wants to see him with 2 outs. Templeton delivers that one. Close, but no cigar. 2-2. Shoop ripped a single over the outstretched glove of the shortstop. He's now at second. Holroyd with a 2-2 count coming from Griffin Templeton. And instead he'll step off and reset. Templeton trying to settle in here after being thrust into action. That one called strike 3. On the outside, maybe a little out of the outside. Griffin Templeton will take it for his first punch out of his outing.
Yeah, about Templeton coming on, and obviously giving up the single, able to bounce back with the strikeout, and now you're going to face Chase Brown at the bottom of the lineup for the Bees.
That's where I think in spring training you see the guys go to the helmet, which, by the way, put that in the majors right now immediately.
Please.
Immediately.
I think I saw a video. I think it was Jazz Chisholm that was at the plate, and he just sprinted down to first as it was a strikeout call, and it was ultimately ruled a ball, and just like that one was there, and it's a 1-0 count.
First pitch into Brown, misses outside, ball 1 from Templeton. Trying to get a big second out with Yano looming on deck in the top of the order for the Bees. Here comes the 1-0. That one. 2-0. Yeah, the replay that takes 2 seconds and keeps these dudes accountable.
I don't know why it took this long.
And the fact that they're not putting it in the regular season yet is crazy. Put it in now. It worked.
They've done it with the minor leagues, obviously, for the last year or two.
2-0, that one. Inside misses, gets away from Hurd. That'll be a pass ball, I believe, and Shoop advances over to third.
Yeah, I mean, he just straight up didn't catch that one on the inside and kind of hit the tip of the glove, gets all the way to the backstop, and now Shoop, like you said, been able to advance a couple of bags now.
And Chase Brown's going to put the bat on his right shoulder here. Templeton will be trying to get over with a good pitch.
I remember doing that in Little League, literally just putting it on the shoulder.
He's got it on there right now. Templeton delivers a pitch. It misses. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch Nick's Restaurant walk for Chase Brown. He'll head to first. It's runners at the corners for the ever-dangerous Juju Yano. He led off the game with a double and scored the lone run for the Bees.
Yeah, really big opportunity as well with him being on the mound, trying to help himself out now with the runners on the corners. We'll see if they have a play on for the Bees.
Surely he's
in the
going to
base
swing
path.
away.
I would think so.
Surely, but it was a long look.
Got to make him think about it.
Yano, Worsing, and Fallon are going to be swinging, you would imagine. Good step off. Brown barely back in time. Did not dive and almost paid the price for it. A good throw over by Templeton, and the tag was applied from Melton, and Brown just got back.
Yeah, he was kind of leaning off towards second base already.
First pitch into Yano, a good one across the delayed steal. No throw from Hurd, and it will be a Turfmaster stolen base for Chase Brown.
So it ultimately works out for him. He gets away with it after the first throw over.
Wes Shanks loves the delayed steal. Upperman runs it more than almost any team. And it's an 0-1 count here to Yano. One swing could give the Bees their first lead. Templeton trying to get back in it. Here comes the 0-1. That one breaking across and out. 1-1.
Now you got 2 runners on for Yano. You're just looking to put something in play. It can be a sac fly, but just trying to get this ball game tied up at least. And obviously, base hit probably give you the lead.
Shoop at third. He ripped a single. Brown walked on 4 pitches. He's at second. There was a strikeout mixed in as Templeton will step off.
I think Yano asked for time as well. Templeton kind of taking his time on the mounds, making sure he knows what pitch he wants to bring.
Pitcher versus pitcher here. It's going to be the 15th pitch of the inning for Griffin Templeton. He'll kick and deal to Yano. That one bounces in, and that time Hurd blocks it up. 2-1. Braden Green on deck, and then the two of the bigger bats in the area, Worsing and Fallon, looming behind. Feels like a big couple of at-bats here for Templeton. The 2-1, breaking ball misses, and it's a hitter's count to Yano, 3-1.
He's struggled with staying in the zone since he has come on. Obviously issued the walk to Brown, who stands on second base. It was the single by Shoop.
And he got a little bit of a maybe generous call in the strikeout in there as well. 3-1 coming to Yano. Templeton delivers. Yano chops this one over. Laid out, grabbed by the third baseman. The throw to first is in time. Nice play. Throw behind the runner at third. Brown back in time. It will be an RBI for Juju Yano, but a very nice play for Gage Eldridge, fresh into the game, to make the diving stop.
Yeah, he gets the job done. He gets that tying run in to tie it up at 2, but what a play by Gage Eldridge. Like you said, diving to his left, able to get up quick enough and make a good throw to first to get the speedy Yano as well.
5th RBI of the season for Julian Yano, and now Braden Green will try to take the lead for the Bees, as again, a lot of symmetry on that scoreboard right now. One run in each frame for both teams. Green shows bunt with 2 outs. He flicks it into foul territory. He had a sacrifice bunt back in the first.
Eldridge was reading that the whole way. He was sprinting in, so I don't know if he was trying to catch him off guard or what.
Green's batting over 300 on the campaign.
But he doesn't bunt here.
We'll see. Here comes the 0-1. He's going to swing away. Good pitch. Breaking ball. Finds the outside corner, and it's 0-2. th pitch of the inning here for Griffin Templeton, trying to limit the damage. Here comes the 0-2 to Green. Bounces in. Nice block by Talon Hurd. Keeps the runner where he is.
And you have to be a brick wall here. Obviously, it's probably the biggest backstop a lot of these guys are going to play on this year.
That concrete slab, a good 25 feet behind home plate. Here comes the 1-2 home. That one inside, called, strike 3. Griffin Templeton with his second punch out of the inning. The Bees tie it up. We'll head to the third, knotted up at 2. It's high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters. Not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
All tied up at 2 as we head to the third. Juju Yano back to work. 33 pitches into his outing. He's going to face 1, 2, 3 once again. Hinch, Hurd, and Eldridge as we get back to action. Clouds have now covered the sky on a windy day in Baxter. I'm Noah. He's Jacob. We'll be back with you at 9:30 a.m. in the morning from the Murphy Center, where I will be wide awake. If you know me, you know that's when I'm at my best, is 9:30 in the morning. But we'll bring the energy. Mr. Basketball and Company will be in action, taking on Hume Fogg.
The official Mr. Basketball now.
Told you. I've just been introducing him as that for the last month.
Finally paid off.
It did. Kyle Hinch has seen one pitch so far, and he sent it over the fence. He tried to send the second one out, but he comes up empty on the slider from Yano.
It's a really Really good pitch going to the
Yeah.
breaking ball after throwing one pitch and getting it cranked over the wall.
Because there's no chance you're not going to swing if you hit a first pitch homer.
Tell you what, those Otis Spunkmeyer cookies from the Baxter Bullets, solid.
Right back to the slider. Now he brings it inside, and Yano's ahead 0-2. He's given up 4 hits through 2 innings, but Yano's had some good stuff. Really, both pitchers have, despite the runs given up. Here comes the 0-2. Went back to it, bounces it, blocked up by Allison, and it's 1-2.
You mentioned it kind of drops that arm angle a little bit and just brings it across the zone. So it's kind of tough to read, especially when it's starting right at your left hip, and you almost want to back out of the way of it.
Yano with the 1-2. Fires in, a fastball chopped over, tips off his glove. Worsing has to adjust, and it's going to be a single for Kyle Hinch. 2 ABs and 2 hits for Hinch. He sets the table for Talon Hurd.
And I think it's probably the right play by Yano there to try to glove that, because it's going to be really tough for Worsing to get to, ranging to his left, with as sharply as it was hit.
And Yano, he's a second or middle infielder by
Right.
trade. He sees the ball
Just
coming.
instinct.
He's going to try and get it. Talon Hurd struck out swinging. He's got a runner at first with plenty of speed. Let's see if they try to test rookie Allison, who's caught 1 runner already. The throw over, back in plenty of time is Hinch.
Carson Shoup playing way in over at third.
Yano fires in. Bunt is shown. This one's popped up down the first base line into foul territory. Talon Hurd at the plate. Gage Eldridge on deck behind him. And Stone looks to regain the lead. Everybody scored in every half inning so far. 1 run apiece to make it 2-2. Runner bouncing all over the place. Yano comes home with a fastball. Waved at and missed. 0-2. He's got 4 strikeouts so far, does the senior righty. Delivering the slider, and this one's sent into left field. Green reads it, steps up and bobbles, but makes the catch for out number 1. A good read by Braden Green in left field.
Kind of caught him in between as he was coming in on it. Kind of had to cradle it, and he was able to make the grab with the 2 hands. And that was a really nice job by Talon Hurd to sit back on the breaking ball and give himself a chance to get the barrel on it. He was able to do so. A nice play by Green in left for the first out.
Gage Eldridge struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. Gets attempt number 2 here in the top of the third with 1 out and a runner at first. That slider is working for Juju Yano, 0-1. One started behind Eldridge and ripped into the zone.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yano, as the runner, fakes like he's going to steal it, pulls Worsing away. He lays out to grab it, but there is no throw. Active base running there for Stone. I'm not sure if Worsing gets to that anyway, but it's going to be another single for the Panthers. It'll bring up Titus Bisbee with 2 on and 1 out.
Yeah, and just because of that fake steal, like you said, it brings Worsing over just enough to take him out of position. Otherwise, he probably may have been right in line for it. He would have been a couple steps off of it, but just takes him out of position just a little bit and unable to make the play on it.
Bisbee's 1 for 1 with a single. Now he shows bunt, gets a great one down. Yano gives way to Shoup, loads up, throw to first. In time by half a step for out number 2. The runners move over on the sacrifice, and now Drake Scarborough will try and break the tie.
It's a really, really good play by Carson Shoup. A full sprint in, picks it up on the run, and makes a good throw to first to get the speedy runner in Bisbee down at first. Bisbee does his job, but he almost ran it out. Just a better play by Shoup.
Drake Scarborough struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. Stands in here with 2 in scoring position, all tied up. Big AB here in this district series. First pitch from Yano. Fastball, 1-0.
And you mentioned for the first time in this game, one of these pitchers trying to put a 0 up there on the scoreboard. Everybody's gotten 1 run across so far in the 4 half innings.
1-0, good pitch. Fastball across, 1-1. 44 pitches so far for Yano. Behind him today, Chris Worsing is available. Rookie Allison, pretty much everybody not named Alec Wilson or Justin Fallon could go for Wes Shanks. 1-1. Fastball misses up, and it's 2-1. But probably Worsing, depending on the situation.
Yeah, they expected to use him yesterday if they needed him.
Here comes the 2-1. This one popped up. The wind going to play a role on this one. Into the Bermuda Triangle. Brown says he has it. Wolke gives way, and Chase Brown does make the catch to retire 2 in scoring position. First 0 on the board for either team. We'll head to the bottom half, 2-2. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student-athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Griffin Templeton back to work here on the mound. Did a nice job in a tough spot in the second. Now he knows it's his game. He'll face off against the big bats, Worsing, Fallon, and Allison due up in this half for the Bees.
Yeah, you're getting thrown in, and you got to come up with some quick outs here, especially now that Yano seems like he's figured it out a little bit, had a couple of base runners there, able to strand them there at second and third. And so now for the Bees, you're looking for that big inning, which they had yesterday, and they were able to get out into a big lead late in that ball game. And yesterday it was a really good game for them because they had, 14 hits and really a lot of them singles. Really, I think the only extra base hit was that Justin Fallon one.
And ended up getting 15 hits in that ball game, an impressive showing. Chris Worsing, he had an RBI single. I know that you'll be stunned to know he hit a single. He'll lead things off. And then Fallon, who has a little more leeway today, he got on base and stayed in the game in the last inning. He's on deck, so big couple of batters here for Griffin Templeton.
Some of the triples that he's had in the past may stay as doubles today. Some of the doubles may stay as singles. Kind of one of those days.
Again, they've made it clear they want him to just hit it out.
Yeah,
and
right.
Take a walk.
Makes
but
it
that's
a lot
easier said than done.
Easier for him, especially.
It is. First pitch into Worsing gets away and Hurd. Again, yesterday the brick wall, maybe just back to the mean a little bit. He blocked everything up a day ago.
Different home plate area, I guess. Not used to it maybe as much as your home plate area.
Templeton looks in, the 1-0 coming to Chris Worsing. That one a nice frame job by Talon Hurd. It's 1-1.
Yeah, you go out there and meet it and bring it in as you catch it.
Back on the helmet in spring training. Here comes the 1-1. This one ripped over by Worsing. Shortstop is there. Wilson loads up the throw to first. A nice stretch, and they get it in time for out number 1.
Yeah, and that's Wilson there at shortstop now moving over there from his second base spot after Templeton came onto the mound. And a nice play by Wilson to get Worsing over at first in time. And had to make sure he had it in the glove first. It was pretty sharply hit by Worsing.
And Melton, as a former first baseman, did a really nice job to go and get that one. Stretches out to make sure they beat Worsing. Here's Fallon. He walked in his first appearance. First matchup with Templeton. And a good fastball across, 0-1. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Grandma Marcia is tuning in for
always.
Jacob, of course. And Fallon sends this one up into the air, ranging back, under it. The wind takes it, and it's down into the fence. And Fallon just nicely jogging. That's a triple in a week. Today, it's a stand-up double for Justin Fallon that, again, looked like a flyout and nearly left the yard.
Yeah, again, you just put it up there in the air. It's going to travel. It kept on traveling and got all the way back to the wall, and he said it. He gave it an effort trying to jump up and grab it at that last second. You wonder if maybe not knowing how close you are to that fence had a little bit to do with that as well on the attempt.
Yeah, Hinch kind of jumped up, but he had a little more room than I think he realized. Rookie Allison tried to send this one in. Fallon, he's rewarding his coach for trusting him because he was not busting it out of the box there. That was a smooth jog for the senior around the base paths.
And continuing just to swing a
rake.
really hot bat.
To
It's already
rake.
his third double and now 8 at-bats on the season.
First pitch misses away for a ball. Yeah, it's hit number 6 and 8 official ABs for Fallon. Matt Braga is a really good baseball
good
coach, and he's going to get a good one here from Baxter. Here comes the 1-0. Allison flicks this one. It's up in the infield. Should be no problem, and it is no problem. Templeton able to make the catch for out number 2.
Well, now you got a runner in scoring position. You try not to waste him out there for the Bees. Obviously in a tie ball game right now. Anytime you can get a runner out there in scoring position, an important opportunity for the Bees to take advantage of. Now Alec Wilson, who had a long AB his last time up, going to try to cash in with Fallon there at second.
And the long list of college signees for this Upperman team. Another one climbs in. Alec Wilson with a runner at second and 2 outs. Templeton trying to match the goose egg in the top half, and the first pitch is across for strike 1.
Templeton is settled in here as well.
He's really leaning on that outside corner. The Carson Newman signee awaits. Templeton takes his time, delivers in, and he's pounding that corner. 0-2.
He got it called on that first time, went right back to it, and able to hit it again.
Fallon standing there at second. Upperman already has 3 runners left stranded. They left 9 on the base paths a day ago. Here comes the 0-2. Tried to go back to it. That time pulls it further away, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and I guess that would probably be the only bad thing for the Bees yesterday, because they really played a nice ball game, but you had 15 hits and quite a few errors as well for the Panthers, and just the 9 runs across. Just the 9 runs across.
The 1-2 to Wilson. He went right back to it, swung on, and missed strike 3. Griffin Templeton strands the runner in scoring position, and we head to the middle innings, all tied up at 2 in this 7 AAA clash. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The symmetry continues. 1 run for each in the first 2 innings and then zeros in the third. We head to the 4th, all tied up at 2 in this District 7 AAA matchup. Juju Yano back to work for the Bees. He'll face off against 6, 7, 8 in the Stone Memorial lineup. Cade Wilson will get things started. He singled and came around to score the 2nd run of the game for the Panthers.
And how about the job by Templeton coming in, not expecting to get the start, not expecting to come in early in the ball game, and he comes in the bottom of the 3rd and has done pretty well ever since being thrust onto the mound, with Sitton being taken out after diving into third base, trying to advance and trying to steal on rookie Allison. Gets roughed up a little bit, unable to go back out there on the mound, and Templeton has come on and kind of steadied the seas a little bit for the Stone Memorial team, and now they're going to try to get the job done on offense, but Juju Yano has kind of done the same thing, kind of settling in himself.
Wilson, Melton's sitting spot due up. We'll see who comes up in that Schaefer sitting spot. I imagine it's going to be Tanner Bowman, who started out of the game, then they burned the DH, but I've been surprised before, so I'll wait and see. Sitton does have a helmet on, so he may have entered in the outfield somewhere. This one weakly rolled over. Shoop ranges up, fields cleanly. Carson Shoop with a really nice play over to first. Made it look easy for out number 1.
That's a couple of really nice plays by Carson Shoop over at third base, and obviously he played there last year, but he's made some really nice plays here in this ball game so far. The bunt earlier in the game, that time charging on and gets another speedy runner.
And how about the commitment for Carson Shoop? I mean, he looks solid out there. He is.
Looks great.
Been in the weight room. He's been in the cardio room. I mean, he's done a really nice job working on his body this offseason, and making plays as this one sit on a ride in the left field. Green ranges to his right and makes the catch. Melton gave it a nice little ride, but Braden Green read it perfectly in left for the Bees.
Yeah, not quite as solid contact, kind of off the end of the bat there, so it dies just a little bit out there and left, and Braden Green able to get over there quickly. And Juju Yano, just a couple of pitches. And
I don't think Schaefer Sitton gets to bat here. He
Coach
wanted
Stokes
to.
was immediately coming in.
He wanted to, and that would have been a big problem for him, and it is going to be a new batter in here in the spot who checked in. We'll let you know as Yano's first pitch is waved at and missed. Jacob Sells. Sitton wanted to get an at-bat in, but the 0-1 waved at and missed. And if you're Juju Yano right now, you're going to throw whatever you want and try and go take a seat after those two swings.
I throw the slider.
I throw the fastball. Here comes the 0-2. He went with my idea. And it's a Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for out number 3 and a very quick top half of the fourth for the Panthers offense. The Bees will have 7, 8, 9 due up when we come back. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Iron Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Iron Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. Griffin Templeton trying to match the inning Juju Yano just pitched. By far the cleanest of the game for either team. A 1-2-3 frame. He'll face off against 7, 8, 9 in the Upperman order. Carson Shoup, who's starting to swing a really hot bat. He singled and came around to score back in the second. Will lead things off here in the fourth.
And for the Bees, start to look ahead at this upcoming schedule this week. Obviously, they were supposed to play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Their Thursday game tomorrow has already been canceled with the Bees basketball team in action tomorrow morning at 9:30. If the Bees basketball team wins that game tomorrow morning, then Upperman baseball will not play Friday. Right now, they're scheduled to play Beach on Friday in Lebanon. That'll be at Friendship Christian School. And then if the Upperman Bees basketball team wins, they won't play that game. And then Saturday, they're going to play no matter what. They'll play 2 games, but if the Upperman Bees are playing in that championship game, it'll be at 10 and 12:30. If not, it'll be later in the day.
If Upperman's playing in that state championship game, the boys, we're going to be really tired after Saturday with those 2 games.
Yes.
They are both in Rutherford County.
They are. Yeah, Riverdale on Saturday.
Carson Shoup with a great walk-up song. We'll climb in. Templeton has pitched really well in relief. First pitch of the inning. There's your announcer Jinx for the day. 1-0. May glitch just a little bit as it catches up. We'll give it a 30 seconds or so before anything crazy. Usually to the end of the minute, it'll work itself out. 2-0 here upstairs to Shoup.
Of course, it was great all game.
Well, it's catching up right now. I'm watching it, so about an hour and 11 minutes will be okay. Good pitch across for the 2-0. It's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Shoup reaches at that one, and it's 2-2. Yeah, it's catching up here. We're okay. The 2-2 coming.
It's not skipping around.
Shoup rolls this one. Found a good little battle here between Templeton and Shoup. We'll re-rack it and do it again.
And Carson Shoup, he's had a nice game so far. Obviously, a nice couple of plays from third base. Been able to get on base as well last couple of games.
That one close, but couldn't frame it up quite by Hurd, and we run full in this count. This battle deserved a full count, 3-2. Templeton and Shoup batting it out to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Griffin Templeton gets the punch out. May have been foul tipped. Either way, it's a K for Templeton to lead off the fourth.
That just goes outside. It's been called a strike at times on that outside part of the plate. And so goes swinging at it, chasing at it, and good start to this inning for Templeton on the mound and still Memorial. What a ball game this has been. Starting to turn into as well, getting late.
I'm still not sure about Carson Holroyd's walk-up song. That's first pitch swinging for him as he sends it foul back 0-1. It's the it's the, I don't know. It's his dad says that he says that I'm old and he doesn't care what I think, which is fair. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss on that one, and it's 0-2. Templeton really feeling retired the last three. And before that, added a couple of more. Just one base hit mixed in. It came off the bat of Justin Fallon. Here comes the 0-2 to Holroyd. Swung on and missed. A challenge me fastball, and it's back-to-back punch-outs. Make it 3 straight for Griffin Templeton dating back to the third.
Yeah, we said it. The 2 wins that they have, it was Sitton and Templeton that started in those games. Templeton getting that second start against Smith County and not getting the start today, but has come on in relief early on in the ball game, and it's starting to throw really well.
Chase Brown walked on 4 pitches his first time up. He sees this one miss outside for ball 1. Yano in the top of the order coming up next here for the Bees. It's going to be 9-1-2 due up for the Panthers when we get to the 5th. 1-0 misses upstairs, and Chase Brown hadn't had to swing the bat yet. It's 2-0.
Hadn't had to move it from the shoulder. He's seen 6 balls.
And Templeton takes a little bit of time here. He dusts off the rubber, trying to reset, get back into the rhythm. 2-0 to Brown. Misses, ball 3. 7 pitches, 7 balls to Chase Brown so far. And whoever's smoking, we don't like you. I said what I said. Here comes the 3-0. Brown watches that one miss. And how about Chase Brown back-to-back 4-pitch Nick's Restaurant walks in his 2 at-bats so far. And Juju Yano will stride in with a runner at first and 2 outs.
Hey, he's out there to flip the lineup back over to the top. He's been able to do it a couple of times, and now Juju Yano coming to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. And Templeton, who started to cruise here at the first couple of outs of the inning, now has to kind of bear down a little bit and make some good pitches to Juju Yano.
And Gage Eldridge comes out and dabs him up a little bit, as does Talon Hurd. He was cruising. 3 straight punch-outs, that all of a sudden 4 balls in a row. He'll look to rally back here against Yano. 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. A run scored so far. Throw over behind Brown, who's there in time. 47 pitches so far in relief for Templeton. Checked in to start the second after Schaefer Sitton left the game with an apparent injury. Doesn't look to be too serious because he came up to try and bat.
Couldn't throw a ball, but you can bat.
You can. Justin Fallon can't run right now and can bat.
Yeah.
First pitch into Yano. He rips this one into center, and Juju Yano gives the Bees a second base runner. Now Brown going to take off towards third. He will slide in. Pretty good throw, but it gets away from Eldridge. Yano advances on the throw, and now the Bees have 2 in scoring position for Braden Green.
Well, took a chance, and the chance paid off because, like you said, now you got runners at second and third, and Braden Green coming to the plate, a lefty. Now with those runners on second and third, we'll see if he's able to drive home that go-ahead run. And obviously you're getting deeper into the ball game. This is a big opportunity for Braden Green with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Chris Worsing on deck behind him. Green struck out looking in his last appearance, had a sacrifice bunt back in the first. First pitch swinging for Green. He flicks this one. Second baseman ranges back, lays out, and makes the catch. A tremendous catch by Drake Scarborough out at second to retire the side and strand 2 more Bees in scoring position. We'll head to the 5th. It's still 2-2. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Juju Yano back to work, top of the fifth. After a fast start offensively for both teams, it's been the defenses here recently that have controlled the last couple of frames. And it is tight here in an important District 7 AAA matchup. Two teams that hope to be towards the top of the standings. Upperman in the catbird seat with the win yesterday. Stone trying to even it up, and the Bees trying to get the sweep.
Well, let's not glance over the fact